What is happening, folks? Welcome to Hunting with Tripler. This is part one of a two-part series where I spent $1,000 on a lot of dust. Now seriously, a bunch of dust. You cannot miss this one.
I collect so many things. Would you like to share this journey with me? I will show you the prizes I got today. So come along with me, come on and join in the chase, yeah!
So why did I buy this locker? What was my goal? What are some of the facts of this locker? Let's get a baseline understanding of why I bought this and what's the potential here. So right out of the gate, I spent $815 on this unit, and that doesn't include all of the costs in the end. Now, before I crack into lockers, I usually ask the facility if they can give me any information they can about the original owner. It's important to me because honestly, I don't like buying people's stuff who just can't make their payments anymore. That is just brutal. It's not a commentary on other people doing it, it's just me personally. I just have a tough time doing that. There seemed to be a pretty decent dialogue between the family and the facility, so I really wasn't worried too much about the backstory here. But here's my challenge in buying this locker. I'm gonna show you a few of the photos of what I saw when I was getting into this, and I knew right away I was bidding on a locker that was way bigger than anything I've bought in a long time. Now, I do drive an SUV, but it's not a truck and I don't have a trailer, which meant that if I was going to win this locker, I was gonna be taking trips or renting a vehicle. And I wanted to minimize my cost, but the other thing I wanted to do was minimize my time spent. My time is worth a lot to me. So knowing how much time I put into this locker, I didn't want to just double my money. I really wanted to be at 3 or 4 times my initial investment. Now, this is going to be a two-part video. I put a post up on YouTube and you guys spoke. You wanted this to be 2 shorter videos versus one really long one. And the long one, as I was editing it, was over 35 minutes long. It was too long to really digest all of the content. So I'm glad you guys helped steer me towards, let's make this a 2-part series. But in doing that, we have an extra step we need to take. I will release part 2 once we get to 100 likes. I know that sounds crazy, but I would really appreciate it if you guys would take just a moment to hit that thumbs up button, push the video out to the greater YouTube community. Enough of me talking. Let's crack into this locker and check out all the beautiful dust I was coughing up for 3 straight days. Check it out.
Do you have like a saw that you...
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't think that I know what I'm doing when I look at this, but I just saw a bunch of dust and that's the reason I bought it. Seriously, that's literally the only reason. I might have just bought a whole bunch of crap.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I picked up this locker. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but there was so much dust on it that I could not help it. And there weren't any immediate things that sort of jumped out aside from a few electronics, a briefcase that looked like it had a combo lock to it, and I just kind of got excited. So I spent way more than you ever should for something like this. This is just like, this is me just wanting to gamble. I just wanted something that I felt like I could minimize my loss by simply just selling off, hopefully something of value here. But I wanted to gamble. I wanted to see if I could hit big. So let's see if we got some pay dirt here. Oh, and by the way, I did bring a glove. Not 2 gloves, but a glove in my dominant right hand. So for any of you wondering, I came prepared. Oh, no. 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 That's not what you want. Okay. Interesting stuff here. Oh, we got some VHS. Don't tell me. Ooh, got some records. Yes. The world of automobile. Just want to create a path back here. Whoa. What? Look at that. Look at how dope that is. What is this? Some kind of whip. I think we all can guess what kind of whip this is for. So in general, so far, I'm seeing a lot of interesting, some of these could be really valuable books.
the bummer part about books for all of you, I'm sure, anybody who's a reseller or if you're not, is books are not fun to haul around. They're heavy. And yes, there's value in them, but you also have to sort through a whole lot of stuff to get to the valuable stuff. We got some, ooh, we have got some interesting records here. I know nothing about this kind of stuff. Nothing. I mean, like, so far from knowing if there's even a single record worth anything there. Of course, we will take more time, look through it, but I wouldn't know one from another. Okay, so we've started to make our way back here. This was the goal, at least initially, was to get back into this area. Would love to find out that this guy has a massive sports card collection. That would be awesome. I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that. Still have lots of boxes to get through. Lots. Let's start here. A Go video. These are worth decent money. Panasonic. Okay. Another DVD type recorder. A very weathered LXI series. Writable. Okay. This was something I was hoping I was going to get to, at least right out of the gate. Let's see what we got. It's not money. It's too bad. It is not money. Sweet. A gift that was never opened. But we're going to open it. You know what? Let's not open it yet. This is interesting. I was about to crack into that. Let's not do that. We're going to save this and some of the wrapping. Let's take that over there. A realistic stereo mixing. Look at that. By just first glance, there is so much value here. There is so much value here. Print cans, that is super cool. We got some DVs, some sealed. Ooh, the Munsters. Jeez. And you know what? These aren't just like these aren't common. These are, I think, probably some uncommon DVDs. Yes! Oh, baby! Yeah! Thank you. We found some beauties. Alright, we found some Nikon lenses. Hopefully don't break them. That is what I'm talking about. Yes, and we've got a Sony Handycam there. Finally got to the really good stuff. That is nice to see. Very nice to see. Some sake, maybe? Be really valuable. We got Bambi sealed. Journey to the Center of the Earth. More VHS. A lot of VHS. And we've got some DVDs. Okay, I think that's going to be it, guys. That's it for now. Lots left. We've got that whole front corner we haven't looked at. We're able to make our way all the way to the back, which was nice. Cigars. Crazy. Find out what this is later. so I'm back and got things kind of laid out, organized as best as possible. This is certainly just the start, but this, of course, piques my interest because I opened this up and look what I find. An SRT 101. I haven't looked this up, but I'm guessing this is probably going to be worth a little bit of money. Everything, of course, helps. It's nice to see that. Bunch of quarters. In fact, there's a whole bag full of them right here, and I'm seeing dollar signs. That is nice. Very nice to see. Opening up more random, and I see this. It's got a bunch of coins in it. It's got some cash. Decent wad there. Don't know what country that is, but we're gonna check it out. We've got the car totally packed. Was able to get pretty far into this corner here. These are items that are packed, ready to go. A really massive pile of trash. So first thing we'll do tomorrow when we get started is we'll take all of that trash out. I imagine we'll probably have a very similar pile. So anyway, this is what it's looking like to close things out for the day. Looking good now, man. Said it's looking good now. Not too much left. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it. Luckily, I don't have much stuff back here. All right, so we've got one more drop off. Well, we're gonna go drop off all this stuff, and then I've got to come back one more time because there are just a few extra items that I just, of course, I can't leave them behind. So that's it. It'll end up being, I think, 4 total trips, which that's not bad at all, considering how much work, but I did pay for a trash hauling, which was 150 bucks. Not cheap, but there is massive value in this one. So looking forward to reviewing all of the goodies on this one. And we are officially clean, folks. Trip number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally cleaned this place out with 4 trips. That was fantastic. Woo!
One more goodie before we conclude today's episode. We are gonna open that package up, and it was really surprising what was in there. So stick around, we are gonna open that up in this episode. The locker is totally cleaned out, but let's review all of the costs so that we have an understanding of how much I've gotta make back in order for this to be worth it. So my initial cost for the locker, buyer's premium, all of that stuff was $815. Then I paid $150 for all the trash removal. Now granted, I probably could have paid half of that if I would have taken multiple trips to the dump and done it myself. Again, time is worth something to me, and in this instance, I was okay paying the $150. The guy came to me, he hauled it all away, really simple, and I'll definitely call him in the future if I have something like this again. Then I spent $30 in gas going to and from my warehouse to the facility and then back again. So my total investment into this locker right now is this much money. And granted, that's a lot of money to spend on a locker, especially one where there was a gamble involved. But it was really apparent after day one how much value was here. There was just a massive amount of value. If you guys want to see part 2, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get this to 100 likes right away. So we'll conclude this by opening up that mystery package that was never opened, and it was a nice one. And the next episode, we go in and review everything we got, and the profits, honestly, were incredibly surprising, and the amount of items in the various categories was really shocking. You guys are gonna love the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the end of the clip.
Okay, so this is out of the storage locker. Now I'm going to officially open this. And that's a pen company. I know that for a fact because I have sold that brand before. Platinum Club exclusive privileges. Ooh, that looks so nice. I can't tell if that's a little bit of oxidation. Yeah, that's not coming off. Complimentary monogram, look at that. Let's look these up.
Next time on Hunting with Tripler.
About 10 hours.
These are both gold. The one on the right is 10 karat, the one on the left is 14 karat. Hewlett-Packard vintage calculators. Some of them are not just calculators, some of them are survey calculators. If you don't already have this on your list of items to keep an eye out for, it is vintage software. Kind of the design. I looked that up on eBay. That was going for over 75 and sometimes more.